Let's get this party started. Welcome back, everybody. It's time to start on the HardPark Dementor SS build. I'm going to try and keep these a little bit short, and so that as I'm going through the build, I'm only doing little small bits and pieces here and there so that you can really see what's going on with each individual little bit. So all we're going to be doing today is kind of guesstimating where we're needing to put the body mounts. They call them unicorn body mounts. They're little single post. The body braces. And then we're also putting the chassis together real quick. And we're putting the Furitek Outrunner motor in there with its transmission out of our little SCX24 over here. And we're probably going to have to go back and revisit him a little bit more and get some more screws off of him too. So let's get her going and see what we can get this thing to look like today. And again, thanks everybody for tuning in. This is going to be a really fun build. We're going to see how things go. But like I said, I want us to make the excuse me, the videos short. So we're just going to be putting this stuff together for right now. Then the next one, we'll come back and put the links on and maybe the axles. Because I know, looking at this, that it looks like the sides would have to come off anyways to mount the links, because they have their holes right here. You see that? Yeah, you can see those in there pretty good. And they're angled a little bit, so they kind of go at a little bit of an angle. And then the screws are actually sunken down in there to hold the links in place. But for right now, we're just putting these in place and seeing where's a good place to put the braces and our awesome little Outrunner motor here. I do believe that everybody's pretty well no, take that back. Oh, I forgot my little parts tray. That's what I'm missing, so everything doesn't run away on me. Hang on just a second. And like I have said in some of my other videos, that I do everything in real time. I don't edit anything. Of course, I don't really have any way to edit anything right now. Still going to be working on that as time goes on. So there's that. And so nothing is cut up. It's all just straightforward and how it comes about. What we're going to do here is I may, because these have little double screw ends in them. These are nice. Pretty cool stuff here. Oops. Moving our our stage around here. So let's go and put this guy down on here. And I was looking at this, and it fits, this transmission and everything fits perfectly. It even has a little stand up right here for this one little screw tab. It's on the outside. And the gear sticks out the bottom just a little bit, and it's grooved for it. And then the legs come down so that they're almost flush with the gear anyways. And it's been countersunk for those so that it doesn't, so the gear doesn't touch the bottom, but it sinks it down in there real nice. Pretty awesome little setup here. Okay. This is gonna, and it doesn't matter which way it looks like you put this on the skid, because the skid is pretty well neutral. So as far as that goes, you can, that way you can actually set the transmission in the car which way you want it. If you want the motor forward or if you want the motor rearward. Thinking that I'm wanting the motor forward so that it gives a little bit more forward bias. So that's the way we're going to put her in there today. And if later, after we get this built and running a little bit, maybe might want to maybe turn it around. Don't know just yet. Oh, that's nice. These little teeny tiny screws, you got to really take care of and feel where that guy's stopping at. This is why I don't use power tools on this stuff. You got to be able to feel it. That's cool. It's already looking good. So, those are the longer screws. Oh, you know what? Oh, yeah. Okay. Those guys are actually for putting the skid in there. So, we're going to have to get some of our stuff out that we've already harvested off of the old C10 Blazer. C10. They call it a C10, but the C series is a 2-wheel drive and the K series is a 4-wheel drive. So, let's just get that straight right now. So what we're going to do is this stuff's going to come out of here, and we're going to use these little guys. There's one more in here. I thought there was one more in here. Maybe not. Okay. Well, we'll just steal one from right here. That's what she's going to be for. This is going to be our sacrificial lamb. Now, the way it looks, I could probably use that skid in this too, but yeah, we'll figure something to do out with this little guy later. So, let's do this one at a time so nothing gets shifted around. No, see, real time. It's all happening right there in front of your face. There's no editing, no cutting, no switching stuff around. Come on. You can get out of there. I give you permission. I was really kind of hoping that the hardware kit for the wheels that I have for this was going to be like a whole bunch and not just enough for the wheels. Excuse me. It's cold here and we film outside. So the nose wants to get the sniffles. That seemed a little loose. Don't like it. That's okay. It'll be in place. We can remedy it later if something happens to where the transmission starts coming loose from the skid. Yeah. Might have to do something because those felt awfully loose. Those screws might be a little bit bigger than the ones off of there and open the holes up a little bit. But anyways, anywho, these are so nice. So you can see the big holes. That's where your link screw would go. And it kind of goes off on an angle like that right there. And buries way down in there. Put the link in. But we're not going to do that today. We're just going to throw this together real quick so that you have something to reference off of. And then we'll go on to in the next video, we'll go to putting the links on. And maybe the axles too, depending on how long it takes to put those links together. I do love these Vanquish drivers. That little bearing up there just makes it so nice just to put this stuff together. Get in there. Nice. Oops. And, oops, let's get this out of the picture here. If you're liking the series, this is the start of this little build series here. And like what you're seeing, let me know. Give me a comment, tell me what you think. If you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. Oh yeah, these are going to have to, because those are for the links, I do believe. I don't know what the nuts are for. That's a little interesting. So, poor little guy. He's going to have some more come off him so we can put these braces in. I think that's going to be the bigger driver on that screw. Yeah. Yep, I knew this was going to happen. That's why I set this little guy out here. There. Now if I could just build a chassis that would actually have it slammed down like that, that would be fun. A little slammed out blazer. That would be cool. Put that back in there so we don't lose it. Pillage a few more screws here. Not with that driver, we won't. That one there. And we'll get these guys out of here too, because I'm going to need at least 4 for right now. Kind of give it a little guesstimation of where to put the body mounts. We'll put that over here. Put that over here. Let's get some more off of here. All these pieces that are actually on this frame were all the stock stuff. I just cut it up as I needed to make things fit after I would put the Furitek in it. And it was a fun little drive for a little bit. Oops, dang it. My hands aren't getting cold, so I don't know what the heck. Then, yeah, it just doesn't crawl. It doesn't rock crawl very well at all. It was a good little driver. Fun to drive around on some light rocks and just dinking around, but poor little guy. Anyways, back to what we were doing. Let's see. Are these screws working here? Or are we going to have to... Oh, yeah. Cool. Because kind of wanted one right there. Just off of the Outrunner. Let's see if that will work. I didn't want this to go this long. Just want to slap her together real quick so you guys had something to see, but well, things happen. You little bugger. There we go. This tiny stuff is a little bit more difficult. There it goes. I don't want it to touch. I don't think it's going to touch. Let's get the other screw in there and see. Ooh, that is nice. That is like right there too. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Yep, that's just perfect. That's the perfect little gap there. Might not stay there, but it's good for starters. And then we'll put another one right here. Oh, yard sailing screws over here. That's not good. Don't want to be doing that. Well, that's why they're yard sailing. Somehow, my driver has been magnetized. These are not magnetized drivers. There we go. I see you down there. Kinda. Snug. Snug. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Yeah, look at that front bias. That right there just drops forward. It doesn't sit on there on the skid at all. If I would have had it around the other way, it probably would just sit flat. But that's got a lot of forward weight to it already. So that's awesome. Oops. Just kicked the table that I have you guys on. So we got one there. We don't want to put anything in those holes. That's for the upper link mounts. Can't put one across there because the transmission would be in the way. We could put one on the tail because I think the links are going to be long enough that it's going to be out here anyways. And I might be able to get away with later using that brace out here for the shocks to where they can, the whole thing would be able to move in and out. And then the shocks themselves have a good brace. A good leg to stand on, as it were. Looks like I'm going to have to pillage a few more screws. This right here just run me out, except for the one that jumped off onto the ground, which I'll find here after a while anyways. That gives it a good little bit of color there. Yep, that's awesome. The old Komodo Furitek. Then let's see. This is interesting. Why do they put such big holes there? These actually line up with two. Okay. So what I might end up doing is this brace may come out anyways, and this will go in place for the body mount to come straight up where the hole in the hood would be anyways on the Betty body. So I don't worry about putting these in just yet. We'll let the body decide that and see where it's going to sit later. Because I'm going to have plenty of space where the cab is, so I could probably use maybe a tray off of there or something here. Oh yeah, maybe this little tray right here, because that's what had the ESC and its little Bluetooth. Anyways, I could probably put that here, because this is about where the cab is probably going to be. So it actually sit up in the cab, so there's not so much top weight, so everything's still sitting down low. So yeah, that might work beautifully. So we'll mess with that when we start getting into putting electronics and everything in. I just want to get the transmission in there and get that looking good. Nice little Delrin skid too. That's awesome. So that's going to be it for today on this one. And shapes up pretty quick, doesn't it? That's pretty freaking awesome. So everybody, you be good. Go out there and have some fun. Do some liking on this channel. Subscribe if you haven't already. Give me some comments. Let me know what's going on. Tell me what you think. Need to know what you think about this stuff. I'm seeing that some of this stuff, some of my older videos are actually starting to get some more views, and I've kind of tweaked some stuff a little bit. I'm I'm learning how all this analytics and stuff go. So anyways, again, like, subscribe, comment, share. Let's get it out there. Let's get her going. I got a couple more builds that I'm gonna be doing. There are gonna be some tent scale builds. I'm probably only gonna use this for this because I have no place to put it. And putting it out here in the shed, it's just gonna get ruined. I can't have it in the house because there's no space inside our little 28-foot home. So anyways, guys, get out there, be good, have fun, get the cars out, get the boats out, get the planes out, get the drones out, have some fun, enjoy this hobby. And we will see you on the next one. Thanks for being here. Bye.